Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking into the disappearance of Janis Marie Stavros. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that right. She's been missing since, this is January 3rd, but actually January 2nd, 2001 at 10 p.m. Salt Lake City, Utah, allegedly according to the Charlie Project. She was 5'2" to 5'3", 110 to 120 pounds. This says she's not been seen since or heard from since January 3rd, but actually it's January 2nd at 10 p.m. Her purse and vehicle was left at her home. She's brown hair, hazel eyes, and there's a photo of her. And if you go to the Charlie Project, you'll hear that, we'll just call it allegedly. I don't know where they get the information from, but it's interesting information. And it gives her address. It says she lived with Robert Brent Butcher Jr. and that she still remained friends with her former husband. And she had a daughter, and her daughter and her current boyfriend, who she was allegedly having problems with at the time, went to her ex-husband's home, and they departed at about 10 p.m., this says, allegedly, and that was it. She's never been heard from since January 2nd, 2001 at 10 p.m. So after that, something happened. I don't know if it happened in the evening or the next morning or the next day, and it's allegedly happened. And she was having problems with that boyfriend, allegedly, who worked at a construction site, and he's saying he got up at 6 a.m. on January 3rd and went to work at the construction site, and he's claiming that, allegedly claiming that she was asleep when he left. So meanwhile, the daughter's trying to get a hold of her, and she can't get a hold of her, and she doesn't know what happened to her, and she's not been able to get a hold of her since. And so then she wasn't reported missing by her boyfriend. She was reported missing by her daughter and her ex-husband on January 4th when they couldn't get a hold of her. And then authorities searched her residence and found that her personal belongings were all there. Her cell phone was there. She had a puppy there. Her truck was there. And this is saying they allegedly searched, it's all allegedly, searched, and there was guns and knives, and there was blood stains on unspecified things in the home, allegedly, and that cleaning products had been removed and placed inside of her vehicle. So, and I don't know if they were removed from the house or if somebody purchased them and put them in the vehicle, or what happened, or if the house was cleaned, or if the vehicle was cleaned. I don't understand. But her boyfriend, Robert Brent Butcher Jr. allegedly had a criminal record and was jailed a week later due to some sort of parole violation. And then he claims he's innocent and he doesn't know what happened to her, and that she was there and she was fine and she was asleep when he left. So, and since then she's never been heard from again. She's not spent any money. She didn't take her purse. She didn't take anything. She's just poof gone, right? So there's blood. She's gone. Allegedly there's blood, and allegedly now she's just gone. So if you have any information about what happened to her, somebody's been drinking and talking, somebody's confided in you. You know, it's been 22 years, and this woman has a daughter and an ex-husband, and people that love her and care about her that have never been able to have closure because they can't even scatter her ashes. If you have information, don't hold this in secret till the day you die. Go to authorities and give them the information. Maybe you feel like it's hearsay because you heard it from one person through another person. Doesn't matter. Give it to authorities. Let them decide what is important and what will help them and what won't help them, and let them have that information. And maybe you gave it to somebody years ago, but it's not the same investigators. Maybe you need to give it to them again. Maybe you can email a few of them. maybe you can call a couple of people. Just make sure they have all the information that you have, because they don't even have her remains or know what happened to her, and that's just terrible. Okay, so now we're going to look at some Jane Does. And we have this Jane Doe. I really couldn't find anybody. And I was thinking if it was something to do with her boyfriend, and if he was working at a construction site, did they check that construction site for anything? You know? Okay, so then we have Jane Doe's. We have, this one was found all the way in 2013. It was just a skull. It was in Lakewood, Colorado. They don't know who it is. It could be anybody. I'm including it. It was found in a cauldron in a shed of a vacated residence at 1250 Klein Street that was on the market to be sold. The sex of the descendant was initially unknown. I'm leaving this one in there. And then the next one is Silver Plume, Colorado. Black Hispanic female, ages 23 to 43. Partial skeleton parts only, found in 2014. Located a quarter-mile northwest of Silver Valley Road in Silver Plume. And then we have this one, Las Vegas, Nevada. Estimated date of death 2000 to 2001, 30 to 60 years old, female, black, graying hair. I don't know. A passerby discovered the victim's partial skeletal remains near a bush and a shallow grave in an open desert 2.5 mile northeast of the intersection of Sunset and Pepco Roads. The skull and bone fragments were found. The torso was not recovered. The shallow grave contained burnt pieces of wood, bushes, and several large pieces of concrete or rocks. Okay. And then we have this one, found in Wickenburg, Arizona. Died possibly a year prior to the discovery. 5'3" to 5'7" estimated. 20 to 40 years old. These female skeletal remains were found in the desert near SR 74 Mile Post 2. And name is case number 1976. And the last one that I have is, the estimated weight's 200 pounds, so I don't think this could possibly be her, because she only weighed like, 100 to 120. But I'm leaving it in. Maricopa, Arizona. Estimated date of death 2 to 6 months prior to discovery. 35 to 45 years old. 5 foot tall to 5'2". Brown hair, about 6 to 10 inches long. Possibly Hispanic. And it says possibly heavy set. So that doesn't mean that she was. She was missing several teeth and had a chipped front tooth. And I'm wondering if she was missing them before she died, or if something happened to her during that time. White socks, white panties, and faded tan denim jeans. She had $90 found in her pocket. So whatever happened to this person, they didn't even think about the fact that she had the $90 in her pocket. The victim was found near Baseline Road and 331 I don't know how to say that. 331st Street Avenue in Maricopa County, Arizona. Because there's a ST on that. I don't know. Anyway. So it's another Jane Doe whose family doesn't have closure. They don't know who she is or what happened to her. And I don't know if that could be her or not. I don't know if any of these could be her. I don't know what happened to her. I have no clue. But I feel like somebody out there knows. I don't feel like they would, I don't know if they would go their whole life without telling anybody what happened to her. But I think it's very sad if you know what happened to her and you don't come forward and tell somebody so that her family can have closure. But if you do, please do come forward. Please let somebody know. Maybe there's a way you can remain anonymous or something. Anyway, don't forget to pray for her loved ones and her family. Please feel free to leave comments and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.